Imagine you're applying for a loan, a job, or housing. You submit your application, and it's reviewed not by a human, but by a computer-based automated system. The algorithm scans your data and makes a decision. You are then rejected. But why? Algorithmic discrimination happens when these automated systems make biased decisions that unfairly disadvantage certain groups, often based on race, gender, age, or other protected characteristics. These systems are supposed to be neutral, but they learn from historical data, and if that data is biased, the algorithm simply replicates and automates that bias, sometimes on a massive scale. Let's look at two real-world examples where biased algorithms cause serious legal and ethical concerns. Example 1. The COMPAS recidivism algorithm, United States Criminal Justice. COMPAS stands for Correctional Offender Management Profiling for Alternative Sanctions. It's a risk assessment tool used in U.S. courts to predict whether a defendant is likely to reoffend. Judges use it to help decide on bail, sentencing, and parole. But investigative journalists found something alarming. Black defendants were nearly twice as likely to be classified as high risk compared to white defendants, even when they did not reoffend. In contrast, white defendants were more likely to be wrongly labeled low risk. The algorithm wasn't explicitly told to consider race, but it used data correlated with race, such as prior arrests, postal codes, and income levels, which mirrored decades of systemic racial disparities in policing and criminal justice. The result? Racial bias was baked into a supposedly neutral tool. This raised serious due process concerns. Defendants were being judged by a secret algorithm unable to challenge its logic or accuracy. Legal scholars and civil rights groups argued this violated constitutional rights, particularly the right to a fair trial. Example 2. Amazon's AI recruiting tool, employment discrimination. Here's a corporate example. For years, Amazon used an AI system to screen job applicants. It was supposed to identify the best candidates based on historical hiring data. But the algorithm taught itself that resumes from male candidates were preferable. Why? Because most of Amazon's past hires in tech roles were men. As a result, the AI penalized resumes that included words like women's chess club captain or came from all women's colleges. Even though gender wasn't an explicit input, the AI had learned to associate being male with being a better hire. That's classic algorithmic discrimination, subtle but systemic. The company eventually scrapped the tool after realizing it was reinforcing gender bias. In both cases, the algorithms weren't inherently malicious, but they inherited the biases of the past and scaled them with precision. That's the real danger. When biased systems are treated as objective truth, discrimination becomes harder to detect.